Hey guys, I finally finished with Truck Camper and I've been camping for about a week with it now. In this video, I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough, talk a little bit about what I did to build it. To start off, I built the main frame out of wood. So this is 2x8, 2x4s, and a few 2x3s. As well as it has 3/8 inch plywood on the front and the bottom, 1/2 inch on the inside, and then 3/8 plywood on the roof. The doors are made of aluminum composite panel with a frame. You can kind of see the frame outline. Maybe the dust is hiding it a bit. But I did glue the frame out of wood to the aluminum composite, and as you can see, that didn't really hold too well, so I screwed it. And I also screwed the hinges on with a bit of glue as well. The way it works is that there's no door access from the outside. Everything is open from the inside. And I did that so I can just use one key, my truck key, and now the camper's locked, can't get in. And then when you want to open it up, you just have to unlock the truck, and then you're able to get in. I need to put a bit of weather stripping here, and this damage was from loading it. I did not plan that out, and so we ended up snapping this a bit. Good. Good work. Good. So, everything's on gas struts, and it just uses a little latch to hold it together. So as you can see, this is a handle to pull it all down, and I hammered on, or I screwed on some gas struts. It was hard to figure out the right angle, so that there's a little bit of a downward slope in case it's raining, the water can still flow off. I got a step with an extension on it. So this guy here, just got the extension from Princess Auto and the step from Canadian Tire. You just unbuckle it, throw it on the hitch, and then you can throw this back in. And then it makes it easier to get up. So I have two cubbies here. For storage, they can be accessed from the outside, but the door has to be open to be accessed from the outside, so they can also be accessed from the inside as well. I will pop the top. All the locks use one key. I did put weather stripping on the top here to squeeze the seam, so when it comes down, the weather stripping gets squished. It's done well to keep out the rain. Doesn't look the greatest, and I will need to maybe touch it up a bit. So after you take the locks off, undo the latches, just come inside, and give it a push. And then it takes over the rest. So inside, the way I designed this is the bed is up here. We got some lights. These are super bright, and there's 3 of them, and they're kind of spread out across the roof. Just little pop lights. And with the canvas, the way we designed it is so that you can open up the whole side if you want. Now I do need to put a little bungee cord or something here just to hold it. That would be really nice. But there's mesh here. I don't know if you can see it on camera. And the mesh just goes all the way around, and all the sides just pop down like that. If I'm sleeping and I want less of a breeze, I can go ahead and I can pop this guy up. If my wife wants more of a breeze, she can pop that up. You can do any sort of weird combination you want. You can do like
the half mast.
Like a weird kind of look thing. Just for whatever kind of breeze. It's been amazing sleeping at night in here. So, this the bed here. You can leave the sleeping bags on there when you squish it down. It has a 4-inch mattress, folding mattress we got off Amazon. Now this part here is extended out. So during nighttime, we sleep up here and our dog sleeps in his dog bed down here. This acts as a step. So for my wife, she's super pregnant. She can stand on here, get in and out of the bed easier. For me, I just hop up on the ledge here and hop up onto the bed. The room up top is a bit wider than a queen, so we could probably fit a king. We got, if we move the mattress over, we got about a foot maybe 10 inches. Now, if we're, let's just say we need more space, we can actually go ahead and we can flip the mattress up. The bedding's all in there, and this part here, you can just pick up. And, So these are just to keep the bed from flying out when we drive. I put one on each side. In hindsight, just having the one worked for when it's all the way out. They were very much an afterthought. So you just slide it. Ta-da. And then slide that back. We haven't had any problems with space inside of here so far. We actually love it. We came from a tent. This is my favorite, this luggable loo. Oh, it's been used. We won't be looking in there. But this is a, oh my God, that smells. Just kidding. So this is this is a luggable loo. Anyway, my wife uses it to go pee. That's what happens when you get pregnant, you know? And we just bungee cord it away while we drive. I attached the canvas with 1-inch aluminum. I cut it, sanded it, and then I drilled it in with stainless steel screws all along. And it's the same with the top, except there's sticky Velcro on top. The mesh, we used duct tape and just wrapped a rope. The canvas, my mom was nice enough to sew, which was so cool. I painted the whole, so you can see this is all wood, but I painted it with rock guard on the inside and outside. These ones I felt like leaving exposed, give a bit of contrast. Now, the wedge design, it was supposed to be a bit higher when we designed it. So it's a bit lower, it's about 5 inches lower, lifting a bit lower because I didn't put the pistons quite right, but it works great. For these pistons, I actually designed, for all the pistons, a custom bracket. So I just went to the store, I got these flat pieces of metal here, and then I drilled a hole and attached the bolt. This bench was built pretty quick. I think we're gonna actually copy the design on the other side because it works so well and it's like so slim, gives like perfect seat height. We have a table we can bring out when we need. I bolted, so this is a 2x6 that I bolted right to the truck frame with 3 bolts here. And so I bolted that down and it's been holding, but just as a precaution, because I didn't quite trust the connection from here to here with the wood, I ended up putting these wires with these, I forget what they're called, but they tighten the wire, and I bolted it up a bit higher. So just in case there's too much uplift when we're driving, then this will keep it nice and tight. So this is a cool knot. These are called adjustable rope length knots. Now this holds the pistons from opening the roof too big. Okay, I'm gonna close it all up. So after you get all the canvas back up, all you gotta do is grab on the ropes and just pull down. And then the thing comes down. You can pull it down to about here and it'll stay, and that'll give you a chance to tuck all the canvas in. But basically, once you get it all tucked in, which takes a bit, you just fold all these guys up and she's good to go. This overhang here is like 5 feet, and it hangs out over the driver's side of the truck. I was a little worried as we're driving that it would start to bounce too much, and then there'd be too much air pressure that would slowly over time wear it out and crack the joints of the wood. So what I did is I put a V made out of 1-inch PVC pipe with a right angle in the front, and then I just put some pipe insulation over it, duct taped it for extra securement, and then I put 1 screw on each side, so you can see it right there, and that's all that's holding it, and it's done wonders. The air pressure behind it is like nothing. So on the front, I got some stainless steel hinges with stainless steel leg bolts. They're covered in bugs, but they used to be shiny back in the day. So this whole truck camper came in about 600 pounds. When I did the math on all the wood, it was about 470, 500 pounds. Then you had the paint and the aluminum composites and, you know, like the rope, the canvas, all that stuff like that. To load it, we actually tipped it on end after we dropped it once on the truck, and then we tilted it on slowly and then slid it on. So it is light enough to do by that, so we didn't need any jacks. We did drop it on the truck the first time though, which was kind of sucked. If you thought the truck camper was interesting and you liked the video, let me know. I will think about doing maybe a build breakdown, like how much it actually costs to build this, as well as maybe a video on things I would avoid doing or change next time I build one of these, if I ever build one of these again. I almost forgot to show you how to close it up for bedtime. So when the top is popped, we lift the tailgate up, just reach down, pull up, and then all we gotta do is just pull this guy down,